Hello and a very, very good evening. You are, of course, watching the Planet Cruise TV show. My name's Sean. I love presenting this show. It's a show that's been running for over 7 years. In fact, last week we celebrated our 400th show. Tonight, have we got some amazing deals, incredible prices. We've actually had some price reductions today, and we truly have got something for everybody. But I'm joined by a fine figure of a man, a great friend of mine, the one and only Keith Maynard.
Fine figure of a man. Yeah, that's the first time you said something nice about me.
I actually thought I'd start the show by being nice.
It's really nice. That's such a positive energy. I really appreciate it. Let's move on from that. Let's build on it.
But Keith and I, we are great friends. We take the mick out of it. We're great friends. And I really respect Keith because I'm lucky. I've been on about 20 cruises. Keith, you worked on the cruise lines for 12 years, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right, as a cruise director, yeah. So,
that's the man that makes everyone laugh, isn't it?
And cry, Sean, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I had a great time working on the ships.
And I think what I've really realised is your knowledge of the world, you know, that you really have travelled the world several times, and, you know, that is great. You've experienced things.
Actually, experienced it firsthand, which means I can pass on that information, you know, to our viewers, talk about the places we go to, and, of course, the different experiences they get, because obviously every different cruise line is slightly different, and we've got 6 amazing deals today. We really do. 6 very different cruise lines, but all giving you an amazing service.
And you've got to watch the whole show, because the last part of the show we're featuring Regent 7 Seas. It's a brand that you will adore. 6-star ultra luxury. And we're going to be joined by Sarah, aren't we?
We are. She's going to tell us about all the tours being included, and the fact that you can just go up to a bar and order a drink, and, you know, don't even have to show your bar card. It's all inclusive.
Honestly, it's amazing. You've got to stay tuned for that. But we have got something for everybody. Now, if you've never booked with Planet Cruise before, this is the biggest independent cruise company.
We are, and you'll see as we go through the show that we're the #1 seller for most of the brands that we sell for. You'll see a little box drop down telling you we're the #1 seller for a lot of the places that we sell for.
Wow. So that means in simple terms, you're going to get a great deal tonight. You truly are. So loads of reasons to book with Planet Cruise. Just share some of those with you right now. You've got cruise experts on the end of the phone right now with first-hand knowledge. People like Keith, of course. Outstanding track record for customer service. We work with all the cruise lines, and we can tailor-make all cruise holidays to suit your needs. So, you know, we can change flights, we can add hotels, we can really make anything possible. And by service as well, we'll find the cruise that's right for you. Open 7 days a week for your convenience, and the best price guaranteed there. Also, all of your money's safe. They are ATOL and APTA protected as well. We get great testimonials on a regular basis and great customer feedback.
We really do. We've got a 97% customer feedback rating online.
That's amazing.
Which I agree with. I booked my first cruise at Planet Cruise recently, and the experience was first rate.
First time Keith's not going to work on a cruise in a few weeks. Now, this is Susan, though, who said, I would like to thank Planet Cruise for organising our trip on the Queen Elizabeth to Guernsey. I went with my husband, Robert, mother-in-law, Mary, and her cousin, Yvonne. We stayed in the Club Britannia cabins. They were absolutely fantastic, and the treatment we got was the best ever. I'd also like to say a special thank you to Vicky at Planet Cruise, who made all the arrangements for us. So thank you for that. And honestly, we get great reviews all the time. Now, Keith and I are going to be at the Planet Cruise holiday show.
This Sunday, Sean.
This is Sunday, isn't it?
I know. Well, hopefully. We're supposed to be going out for a meal the night before.
Yeah, we are. Sorry, time's running away there.
Yeah,
but our viewers can still go there and register, can't they?
Yeah, they can. Just go online, you know, to the Planet Cruise website, go online, register, and then come along and meet us. All the cruise lines are going to be represented there, over 30 of them in total. Lots of deals that you can only get on the day. And yourself and me, Sean, of course, we're going to be doing a wonderful Q&A. So if you are a fan of the show and there's any questions you want to ask us, you can do.
And by the way, we're going to be doing the Q&A in our little swim shorts that we've got on this. This is from our cake celebrating our 4th
Our budgie smugglers, is that what it is?
We are, yeah. So, yeah. It's well worth coming for.
But not for that. Honestly, trust me. I'll have to wax specially.
Don't know what I'll have to do. Definitely a spray tan. But let's start off on a serious note. We've got the most amazing offer from Princess Cruises. I'm going to be on this ship in literally a few weeks' time. Princess have got such a great reputation in the industry. The reason why we're featuring this tonight is that the price has come down by £300.
Which is really rare with Princess. You don't really get discounted with Princess at all. And this is, £300, Sean.
Wow.
And a great chance for you to experience the incredible fjords. And if you've not done the fjords, then you really, really must do, because it's like nothing you've ever experienced. Imagine Scotland on a grander scale with snow-capped mountains. And of course, this is a chance to do it with Princess, and they're an amazing company. They've been cruising now for so long. And I know you, Sean, are you going to have an absolute treat?
I'm going to be on this ship in literally a few weeks' time. First of all, from what I've been reading, the reviews of Princess, service, food,
really good,
beautiful.
They're innovators as well. So you're seeing there the outside cinema screen that they invented in the industry as well, and everyone else copied. They've also got multiple hot tubs so you can relax and enjoy. You know, you've got these wonderful big ships. The liveliest spot's always the piazza in the centre, where you can just have maybe a coffee or a glass of wine, and there'll be spontaneous entertainment. Talking of entertainment, you've seen comedy there. You've got great live music all around the ship. You've got the big singing and dancing shows. You can dance the nights away into the disco. My girlfriend couldn't believe it. There's a disco every night on board the ship. You know, just simple things like that. But there is. And then, of course, you have these huge extravaganzas. And by the time you get back to the cabin or, you know, your private balcony, you know, you're just, you've had such a great time. You just you don't know what to do.
By the way, you're getting the upgrade. See that room there? You will get that upgrade if you book tonight. Or you might even want to go for a balcony at $959. But that $699 is going to guarantee an ocean view tonight. Keith, I think this is one of the best prices we've ever had for August with Princess around the fjords, isn't it?
Considering the time of year, this is a great chance to go and get a suntan in the fjords, because it is lovely and hot, you know, and a great chance to see this amazing, amazing part of the world. And as you can see there, the great thing about cruising, it doesn't matter if you have issues with how you move, you know, maybe you are disabled, maybe you have issues with finding it difficult to get around. The great thing about cruising is everything is close to you. Yeah. Everything's all around you. There's loads of lifts. It's really super, super easy to holiday on a cruise ship.
Well, even easier when you're actually cruising from Southampton, which you are here. No flights whatsoever, and we're making our way over. You've got a first day at sea, just to settle in and enjoy the ship, to Stavanger.
And that's it, Stavanger, your first port of call, sophisticated little city, thriving in a patchwork of heather-coloured hills. And again, Stavanger, you've got a great chance there to do many different things. First of all, there's a load of different quirky museums. There's the oldest church in Norway, and there's, of course, a cruise down Malirasfjord out to here. That's Pulpit Rock, and you've also got the Troll's Tongue. Now, I would recommend doing that cruise down Malirasfjord. It takes about 2 or 3 hours. You can book a tour on board, you can do it independently, or you can even do it, I'm sure, via Planet Cruise. However, it's an amazing chance for you to see some stunning scenery.
Honestly, I cruised on the fjords last year, and the scenery, I mean, the pictures are great, but in real life, it is breathtaking. It's phenomenal. Great. Now, Alden is next, isn't it?
It sits on the edge of the colossal Jostedal Glacier. It's Europe's largest ice floe, 188 miles, with 2,000 foot of thickness at its thickest point. And it's an amazing chance for you to hike across the glacier, to across waterfalls, again with these beautiful tall mountains in the background. You can also go to Lake Holden, which has glacier milk floating along the top. It looks like almost like an ethereal substance. You think it's like something out of Lord of the Rings. Frodo's going to suddenly appear with a sword.
It is magical, though, isn't it?
It is magical. Yeah. The whole of Norway is. And then you're going to go through to Geiranger. Geiranger's fantastic. Now, this is my favourite port. It's one of only two UNESCO-protected fjords in the whole of Norway. You literally come to the end, and there's the village, and around you, these massive mountains. You're past the Seven Sisters. It depends how good the water flow is. At that time of year, all the waters run off. You probably get maybe 6, maybe 7 of the Seven Sisters. And then from there, you can do loads of things. I hiked up recently, about a month ago when I was here, hiked up to a local farm, had Norwegian waffles and jam. We hiked behind a waterfall, that exact waterfall there, the Geiranger waterfall. And it's absolutely immense.
You've got to book this one tonight. We've got such a great price. And our final destination...
Bergen, you've got the old Hanseatic Wharf here, these kind of narrow peaked roof buildings in various colours of ancient wooden construction. You can take the funicular up to Mount Floyen for amazing views. And of course, if you want to, you can head out to Edvard Grieg, the most famous of Norway's composers, head out to his home on Lake Nordas, which is stunning.
Now, a final day at sea. Do you know those days at sea are wonderful on board these luxury ships? They really are, so much to do. And then finally, of course, back to Southampton. Now, we do know this one is going to sell very fast. It's an August date there. A lot of you have been looking for August cruises. It's come down by £300 right now, and you'll even get an ocean view. I do think when you cruise around the fjords as well, you want to see what's happening outside, don't you?
There's always something to see, Sean, so you at least want an ocean view, if not go for the upgrade of the balcony. You won't want to go to sleep, because there's always beautiful views.
I remember waking up at 4 in the morning, and I looked outside, and I was just mesmerised. Actually.
You told me you were going to bed at 4 in the morning.
Oh, and that was it, actually.
That was it, yeah. But you're right, the view is the same.
No, a new reduced price right now, remember, down to $699. And I know we get new viewers every single week, as well as our regulars. And the ID number on this one is 78458. The reason I give you that, you can either pop it in on a website or just speak to one of our cruise consultants, and they'll be able to find this deal really quickly for you. But if you can book it tonight, or at least first thing tomorrow morning, that would be ideal. What time is the call centre open tonight? Is it 10:30?
Tonight, 10 o'clock tonight.
10 o'clock tonight and 8:30 tomorrow morning.
That's right, yeah.
So do give us a call if you possibly can. Now, another cruise company that I'm a big fan of is the Norwegian Cruise Line, and really relaxed cruising, really informal, no set dining times, really great relaxed atmosphere. So let's take you on board, and we'll let Keith talk you through. So this is kind of, it is relaxed, isn't it?
Freestyle is their tag word, and they invented it. And you can even see from the outside of the ship there with the kind of artwork that Norwegian Cruise Lines is a much more relaxed atmosphere and package. It's not about dressing up with a dicky bow and walking around. It's about sticking on your shorts, going out, having a sunbathe, and then seeing some great entertainment in the evening. Even that entertainment, the way they do it, it's not necessarily at all these set times. So you only have 2 shows. They might have 3 or 4 showings of something throughout the night. And again, because the dining is open seating and there's so many different options, you don't have to do everything around what time you're eating.
But we should find it's not all buffet or anything like that. It's wait to service.
Yeah, wait to service, and in fact, the food is what's so good about it. You can have Italian, tapas, French food, sushi, your big European buffets, your steakhouse, your churrasqueria, your Brazilian kind of meats coming to you. That's the modern churrasqueria on board. This is amazing. And again, a new ship with around just over 2,000 passengers on board, and you can go to the Aloha Bar and get Lavazza coffee, which is one of my favourite places on the ship to go and relax.
Now, I've been on the ship, the Norwegian Jade.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah,
really good fun ship.
So now we're cruising out of Venice.
We
Keith,
are,
aren't we?
and that's one of the best places ever to cruise out of course, right past St Mark's Square, down the Grand Canal. An incredible experience, incredible way to start your cruise. And if you do want to, we can of course give you a pre or post night stay in Venice. That's what we do at Planet Cruise. We tailor make this for you. So if you do want, I think this is £99 for
2 nights.
Yeah, it's incredible.
So I think it's worth doing that.
Really worth doing that. If you've never been in particular, even if you have been, you never get bored of Venice. Now, Dubrovnik's your first port of call. You've headed on down the Adriatic, and this is a great opportunity for you to see where a lot of Game of Thrones is filmed. If you are a Thrones fan, and you are now missing it, as I am already, but supposed to be on yesterday night. And sometimes you can even see it being filmed. You walk the walls, they're about 1.4 miles all the way around for amazing views. You can sit in where Ernest Hemingway used to do a lot of his writing, one of the bars there, and have a cavalacco. You can head out to Cavtat as well, where Wallace Simpson and with the Seventh had their honeymoon.
Yeah, I'd like
it's
to
an
do that,
incredible place.
yeah.
It's a great thing to do. Really good little beach destination, Sean. Then you've got a relaxing day at sea before you then head through to Athens. This, of course, is the capital of Greece, Piraeus, an incredible place. You've got the mighty Parthenon that's been there for over 2,000 years, standing on top of the Acropolis, this famous hill, and around it, this city that gave birth to democracy. You can go and see the ancient Agora where Plato and Socrates used to declaim. You can go shopping, and the shopping's really, really good. Sit and get a Greek salad at the foothills of the Acropolis. Go and see a Monostraki street market and barter your life away, or see the changing of the guard as they do their high kicking wearing their skirts. It's really, really good fun. Okay, then we're going to move forward now to Kusadasi is the port, and it's this in Turkey, and this is your chance to go through to Ephesus, this amazingly preserved classical city. And even if you're not a fan of history, I say give this one a go. If there's one city you're going to see, it's this. People like John the Baptist, Mary, of course, the mother of Jesus, and Alexander the Great have stayed here.
And I'm just thinking, even if you go for this lead date, the 10th of October, you can get some really nice temperatures.
Great temperatures this time of year, absolutely. The Eastern Mediterranean is better.
Yeah,
it stays sunnier for longer. And also, when you are in Kusadasi, I call it the land of genuine fake. You can buy loads of stuff. But don't believe that it's actually real. It's normally knockoff, but it's good quality knockoff. Okay, then we're going through back round to Split. This again is back round on the Dalmatian coast, and it's an incredible place now. Very young city. Over half the population are in their under 20. Lots of great universities here, and you can go and enjoy Diocletian's Palace and Cellar, which was begun in 295 AD. It's an incredible palace which is actually lived in. It spreads for miles. He built to basically look after the whole Roman garrison, and it's amazingly preserved. But you've got these modern shops amongst this ancient brickwork. You can also get to the Kirka National Park, and again, lots of great things. Stroll the river, the busy waterfront, if you want to see people relaxing and doing their thing. Okay.
And then back to Venice, isn't it?
Back to Venice.
Again, if you needed to stay in Venice a bit longer at the end of the cruise, we could arrange that for you as well with Planet Cruise. Now, I've been on the ship. I had a great time on board the Norwegian Jade. I'd say she's mid-size, isn't she?
Mid-size ship, absolutely. Yeah, she's just over 92,000 tonnes. So that's mid-size on today's standards, Sean.
But I had a great time. I really did. And the price that we've got today is exceptional. We only feature the best deals on the live show, as you can imagine. So let's just remind you what's included. Well, if you go for the ocean view or above, if you go for the 10th of October date, you'll get the free all-inclusive drinks package. It might really be worth upgrading there. All of return flights, now they're based on London Gatwick, but again, we could find flights, I'm sure, from other airports. And as we mentioned, we've got a brilliant add-on there, 2-night stay in Venice there, from only £99 per person. And I want to show you some of the other dates, actually, if I can, because we have got dates available. We have just sold out of the inside on the early July dates there. But even, I'm looking at the September prices, I mean, the 26th of September, that's only $629, isn't it?
Yeah, and again, you're still going to have warmth, you know, at that time of year. The Eastern Mediterranean and really the Canaries, two of the only areas you're going to get good warmth when you get to the end of September into October. So a great chance for you to still top up your tan and enjoy that amazing itinerary.
Yeah, it's a really good one, that. Got a feeling we're going to have a very, very busy show, actually. Now, the ID number on this one, I find it hard to see, I'll be honest, but I can just see it. 79890. There you go, I didn't need my glasses. But it is there. I remember that free phone that opened, phone number open till 10 o'clock tonight. But what are you laughing at?
How many fingers am I holding up?
5.
4, one's a thumb.
Oh!
Dear, oh dear.
He's in a cheeky mood tonight, I tell you. Anyway, now our next cruise, I know you really like this one.
I love this one.
This is really
good,
well,
this is what we call, technically speaking, a repositional cruise, and that means great value, amazing itinerary, and a one-off chance to get something completely unique.
And these new rates, are exclusively for Planet Cruise as well. So let's take you on board with Holland America 5-star.
Having recently completed the latest series of enhancements as part of their £350 million Signature of Excellence programme, Holland America Line's MS Rotterdam is an elegant masterpiece of naval engineering. As the flagship of the fleet, walking around it is an event in itself, with over $2 million worth of art and antiques just begging to be discovered. Whether you choose the class and sophistication of the Explorer's Lounge, or the elegant viticulture of the wine tasting room, or even the panoramic views and late-night club atmosphere of the Crow's Nest, there really is a venue suited just to you. But the most recent addition to Rotterdam is this, the Mix, and it's my absolute favourite. 3 speciality venues: champagne for midday mimosas and bubbles, martinis for Grey Goose cocktails, and spirits and ales for microbrews, single malts, and sports updates. Under the direction of Holland America's award-winning, Michelin-starred Culinary Council, the food on Rotterdam is simply stunning. You can eat at a set time or dine as you please, with restaurants to suit every mood. And here, in the spectacular La Fontaine dining room, they offer 5-course menus, an extensive wine list, and impeccable service. And best of all, there's continental cuisine, low-carb and vegetarian options. I'm a massive fan of Rotterdam's Culinary Arts Centre. It's a state-of-the-art demonstration kitchen offering interactive gourmet cooking lessons taught by master chefs. Then, after dinner, you can take your seat here in this magnificent theatre for some amazing entertainment featuring dynamic concerts, huge musical productions, full of Broadway veterans, and some great guest artists. There's a wealth of spacious staterooms to choose from, ranging from great value insides to sea view rooms, or even suites with private balconies. And all feature pure Egyptian cotton sheets, fluffy bathrobes, salon quality hairdryers, fresh flowers, and of course, your attentive stateroom steward. But my absolute favourite are these brand new lanai staterooms with direct access to the promenade deck. And you even get your own sun lounger. Brilliant.
God, it looks really nice. But it's 5-star, isn't it?
5-star. They've been around for over 140 years. They really know what they're doing. Food is top notch. Beautiful ships.
And I was thinking, you're away for 3.5 weeks, 25 nights. I mean, we're talking about really about £500 a week on this, aren't we? It's really
Such good value.
Now, it starts off from Southampton. You've got a couple of days at sea, Keith, haven't you?
Yeah, you do. There's so much to do and enjoy there. And then, of course, you go to Lisbon. Love Lisbon, of course, the Portuguese capital. Sailing down the Tagus River, going enjoying this city of bright yellow trams, of bright yellow custard tarts, and an incredible fado music, the smell of fresh bread as you walk down the backs here and up the Barrier Alto. Do the tram drives, because it is very, very hilly. And maybe do tram 28 from the St George's Castle, which gives you the best view in the whole of Lisbon, or maybe tram 15, which takes you down the seafront along the Tagus River to here, the monument to the discoverers. Okay, we're then going to move on to Gibraltar. What can we say? You all know Gibraltar. It's a great chance to get your duty free, obviously. It's also a great chance to go inside the rock itself. There's miles and miles of road. There's more road inside the rock than outside. And you can go to the siege tunnels, dating back to Nelson's time. You can go to the Cathedral Cave, amazing acoustics, and of course go and see the cheeky Barbary apes. Then we're going through from here to Malaga on the sun-drenched Costa del Sol. It's a Moorish delight. It was the kind of centre of Arab Spain, and it's also the centre really of kind of the bullfighting, the fiesta, the flamenco. This is where you get it. It's the best place to have tapas in the whole of Spain, and if you get a chance, I would recommend going to the Pablo Picasso Museum. He was born here, and the museum has over 200 works of his art.
I'd love to do that. Now, a couple of days at sea. Do you know what I'm thinking? Every day that passes on this trip, we're getting warmer and warmer, aren't we?
We're going towards the heat. Sean,
We are.
You're totally right. Valletta's next, Malta. Sailing into this is like sailing into a J.R. Tolkien novel. He's the guy, of course, who wrote Lord of the Rings. And it's incredible. You know, you really... It's built by, again, the Hospitallers who built Rhodes, if people have been to Rhodes and not here. The Upper Baraka Gardens you're seeing here are great for views. You can go to the bar Oliver Reed, who was filming Gladiator here, and see his final order up on the wall before he sadly passed. But it's an incredible place to really step back in time. If you get a chance, head inland to Medina, which is a car-free capital. It's the ancient capital with a moat, and no cars are allowed. OK, then we go relaxing day at sea. We're going to Athens. I've already talked about Athens, so let's move on. Crete is next. Love this island. Heraklion is the port. Old, shaking hands with new in Crete's capital. It's got a wonderful cosmopolitan feel. What to do in Crete? Well, for a start, go to Knossos. It's one of the most visited sites in the whole of Greece. It's the story of the Minotaur and Ariadne and King Minos goes. If you do explore the maze, I always say take a ball of thread just so you don't get lost. And if you get a chance, go through to the Samaria Gorge. It's the longest gorge in Europe, and stunning, stunning scenery in here, the White Mountains. OK, then we're going for a relaxing day at sea before you then cruise the Suez Canal.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do this.
It's an amazing experience. It's almost like the ship is passing through the desert, passing through the sand, Sean. And you're going to see remnants of the different wars, old tanks along the side there. You might see locals on camels giving you a wave. And then you kind of cross over at the big bitter lakes in the centre. It's a great experience. Take lots of sandtown lotion and water out on deck because it's very, very hot. Then you're going through to the port is Safaga. I used to be here every week for a couple of years when I was cruising with Thompson. It's your chance really to go through to Luxor. You've got an overnight on board, and you really, what you want to do is go to Luxor. That's the be-all and end-all. If you're a scuba diver, you can go diving, but if not, head to Luxor. This is your chance to go and see the Valley of the Kings, the tomb of Tutankhamun. There were more than 62 tombs that have been excavated, but only about 8 which are open to visitors at any one time. It's an incredible experience. Some of them date back over 3,500 years, Sean. And if you just want to maybe do something on the beach, head to the Summer Bay Resort. That's a great place to get.
And the great thing is you are taking tours. They're so well organised on cruise ships.
They really well organised, absolutely.
Now, I know what I'd be doing at the next 5 days at sea. I'd just be sunbathing.
Sunbathing, sucking up the heat, absolutely. Going all the way deep south there of the Red Sea and then out and round.
I mean, you imagine it's January and you're going to be soaking up the sun there, aren't you?
Beautiful, Sean. It really is. Then Muscat you're pouring into. A magnificent old port, once home to the prophet Job, if you know your Old Testament. And, of course, the Queen of Sheba once resided here. We all know about her. The Middle East, basically, a lovely old town caught perfectly between these rugged mountains. And there's a great mosque that you can explore as well. And then a relaxing day at sea again for you to enjoy the ship, soak up that sun before you get off in Dubai, and you have a 2-night stay in a 4-star hotel. I'm going to talk about Dubai later in another deal, but you do get a choice of tours here, Sean. You get either a Dubai City tour, you get a chance to go dune bashing, which is out in a 4x4, or go out to chill out in the ice bar. Would you believe it or not, there's an ice bar in Dubai.
Yeah, no, I've heard about that.
In the middle of a desert.
I mean, that's just crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's all included.
So that is included.
One of those 3 tours you can do.
We both think this is an amazing deal, actually, from Holland America. 1 date available. It will only be deposit today, won't it, for this
deposit
one?
Only, yeah. And look at that, 154. I can't believe the price, Sean. I really can't believe the price.
And you are away 3.5 weeks on this one. So let's remind you of everything that's... Now, there's a new exclusive rate for the show. So
yeah, it literally went live today. This deal. Yeah, that's right.
That's why I love the show, because the best deals appear on a Tuesday night.
And it's relevant. It's live. It's as we speak now. So we do adjust things as we go.
Return flights to London Heathrow. They're also going to include the overseas transfers, of course. We can provide flights from most UK airports. We always say that, so just ask us and we'll give you some quotes for those as well. And you are going to get the 2-night stay in a 4-star hotel in Dubai with the tours included. So you've got 3 to choose from there as well. But we do we do want you to give us a call for that one sooner rather than later. The ID number there is 102 590. This is what, Jim, sorry. I do need to take a couple of years off, you know, and just do all these cruises. No, the next stop is with Royal Caribbean, and it's on board the Explorer of the Seas. And this is Dubai to Singapore. So let's talk about Royal Caribbean first of all. Well, actually, should we talk about Dubai?
Let's talk about Dubai, though. Yeah. But if you do talk about Royal Caribbean, you'll see again up on the screen now, we are the #1 seller for Royal Caribbean in the UK. But yeah, Dubai, I mean, this is a place...
I've never been, but
it's incredible. It's incredible, Sean. Yeah, it really should be high up on there. Nothing existed there kind of 20, 25 years ago. Now, of course, it's like this huge, glitzy movie set. You do have the history there. You see the Dubai Museum. You know, you can go and see the spices and the ancient life of the Berber people, and I recommend you do that. But apart from that, you've got this kind of ode to the power of mankind. You've got the world's only 7-star hotel, self-proclaimed, the Burj Al Arab, with an underwater restaurant. You have to take a submarine to go down there. Yes, you can go skiing. You can go to the ice bar. You can go dune bashing, which you're seeing pictures of now. It's one of the tours before, of course. You can go out on a hot air balloon. You can go sandboarding. There's great food there. People like Gary Rhodes and Gordon Ramsay have got amazing restaurants out there for you to enjoy. You can go for Lebanese and Iranian and Indian street food. You can go shopping for great bargains and really get stuck in. Literally anything you want is there. The world is your oyster, pretty much, with Dubai.
I mean, what I love about this offer, you know, I do want to see Dubai, but I don't know if I want to go there for a week. I don't, you know, so to be there, you know, 2 nights to get a taster in that 4-star hotel, I think is great.
Yeah, good bit of sun, good nice relaxer before you then get on board your ship.
But you then get on board the Explorer of the Seas with Royal Caribbean. They were the first company I cruised with, actually. And I had a great time. I've cruised them several times since. I think they offer so much. You know, I always think, if some of my friends aren't sure which cruise line to go for, I always know that, say, the big family going, you know...
Absolutely. Multi-generational, absolutely. You can have, like you say, you can have all different age groups. You can have gran and granddad, you can have mum and dad, you can have the kids, you can have the grandkids there, and it will work. They do offer very fun, very relaxed environments, loads of different entertainment, from the rock climbing to the kind of the huge ice rinks on board, Studio B.
And the main dining room is superb, really is.
Really good. Well, there's the great thing about them, and all, you know, is the fact there's so many different types of dining available for you. You can go to Johnny Rockets, go for that 1950s style diner where the waiters dance on the tables.
I took my nephew there on his 15th birthday.
Did he enjoy it?
Yeah, until his mum started dancing, then he got embarrassed.
Ah, Mum, don't do that. It's so embarrassing. This is the Grand Promenade. You know, you just saw it there. All the shops down there, Ben & Jerry's ice cream, which I love. I'm always in there. And, of course, massive street parties organised by the cruise director. And you've got these wonderful West End Broadway-style shows happening every night. And that's all included. And remember, you stay in a hotel in the UK, you don't get that kind of entertainment thrown in, but you're getting all your food, you're getting all your entertainment. That's the beauty, that's the value of cruising. And Royal Caribbean do it so, so well.
They really do. The shows are so good. They really make the cruise for me, you know.
That's it.
I've been to the West End, and, you know, you're talking out. If it's a group of 4 of you, you can easily spend, you know, close to £500 in the West End.
And you know what? You can get married on these ships as well, you know, a lot of these ships. So it's a really good way of, you know...
Ever since he's found this new girlfriend, he keeps talking about marriage.
Don't get me in hot water. Don't get me in hot water. No, I was just saying.
You never used to mention that, and now every week it's, we can get married on cruise ships.
Mary, don't get any ideas.
When's your next cruise holiday?
Where's my next... I've got one coming up in August, yeah.
Watch this space. Anyway...
Okay, right, okay, yeah, we're flying out from Heathrow to Dubai. We've done that, haven't we? We get on board the ship, and then you've got 11 nights on board, and your first port of call is Goa in India. Love this place. I saw the Millennium Inn in Goa.
Did you?
I did, an amazing place. The motto there is Sosogade, which means take it easy. It's a beach-filled, amazing area. It's the kind of most relaxed area of India, and also the wealthiest as well. You've got this wonderful Portuguese architecture you'll see in that great old cathedral. You've got these amazing beaches, super friendly locals, great street markets. It's a great place to relax. And the surrounding countryside, of course, full of typical Indian villages and spice plantations and wetland sanctuaries for great bird watching experiences. I love bird watching in Goa. Okay, then you go through to India. Cochin is your opportunity to go and explore this amazing part of the world. Now, this is one of the best things to do, actually, and that's to go and explore the mangroves, to go and do a cruise. You will go and see the wonderful elephants and many other things. Fort Cochin, which was built by the Portuguese and was the favoured centre of the spice trade in the Indies, is the oldest European settlement, home to Tudor houses, temples and churches. You've got the ancient Chinese fishing nets you can see. But do the backwaters cruise that you saw before. It's known as the Venice of the East. And it goes for about over 1,000 kilometres of backwater cruising, and it's absolutely stunning. Relaxing days at sea, again soaking up the sun before you go to Malaysia, Penang. So named after the nuts that the locals chew that kind of stain their teeth. It's an amazing place to go and enjoy. You've actually got a street of harmony here where you find it, get this, you get a mosque, an Indian temple, a Chinese temple and an Anglican church on the same street. And they all get on. World, listen up, it's incredible. The Penang Butterfly Farm as well. You've got Ketlok Sea, the Temple of Paradise sitting on top of the hill, the largest Buddhist temple in the whole of Southeast Asia. It's an incredible chance to go and take in some of what Malaysia has to offer. Then you go through to Kuala Lumpur, the capital, Port Kelang. Is where you've got, but you're heading to Kuala Lumpur. You've got the Petronas Twin Towers there, 1,400 foot up. There you see that sky bridge in between. You can walk along that. It's stunning, wow. Really, really great. Not for the faint-hearted, because it's a bit of a drop. The Batu Caves as well, one of the most popular Hindu shrines, where you walk up the steps and these monkeys kind of follow you up. I love that, the Batu Caves if you are in Kuala Lumpur, and try the street food. And then finally, Singapore. You're disembarking here, and you've got 2 nights in a 4-star hotel. It's the multicultural melting pot, really, of Southeast Asia. You've got Chinese, Indian, Malay cuisine. It's one of the world's great eating capitals. You've got basically one of the cities with only... basically one of only 2 cities in the world that retains a patch of virgin Gorda rainforest, which you can go and explore.
How big is that? Is it
quite large? Yeah. You can properly walk around it. Take you over a day to explore.
Oh, wow.
Great again for shopping. You've got the Jurong Bird Park, the world's largest walk-in bird aviary. You've got the Singapore Fly, their version of a London Eye. You've got great fashion, great shopping. Raffles Hotel, the Victorian architecture. And that's the Marina Bay Sands Hotel. Sits on top of those 3 skyscrapers. Great place to have a cocktail, sit there in the artificial beach and soak it all up. And if you want to go shopping, Orchard Road, that's where you get your Gucci, your Vuitton, and that's Raffles Hotel you're seeing there.
I tell you what, on this trip, you get to experience so many different cultures and
it's
so
really
many
good.
different parts.
Really, really good. I mean, it's a great kind of whistle-top tour around this part of Southeast Asia.
Oh, that's great. I really do. Only deposit needed tonight. I think the payment's due in the 1st of July, isn't it? So,
it's 1st of July.
I know, if you think, I need to pay the full amount tonight, you don't. Only deposit tonight, and the payment's not due till the 1st of July. Let's just remind you, I do like that. Look at all the great places there, of what's included in this price. So return flights there from London Heathrow, of course, and they do include all of your overseas transfers. We can provide flights from other UK airports. Again, just ask us for details of those. And you are getting the extra stays, so you get a pre-cruise stay in Dubai in a 4-star hotel, and of course the extra 2 nights in Singapore.
I don't get this again. Under £58 per person per night, Sean. You and I both know we booked a hotel for Saturday night before the Planet Cruise show, which is on Sunday. Book if you haven't done. And it's £80 each, and that's not including any food. It's not including any. It's not including any entertainment.
It's not a hotel. It's a B&B.
It's a B&B. You're right. Well,
it's a very nice one.
Yeah. Well, we hope it's a nice one.
Yeah, we haven't been there yet.
But that shows you what good value cruising is.
You're right.
Incredible.
That's a B&B. £80 per person per night. Yeah. Your room's really small, Keith, as well. Anyway, the ID number for that one is 91106. Right. Our next cruise is with Celebrity, wonderful company, 5-star model luxury, multi-award winning. I know Keith's got his next cruise booked with Celebrity a little bit later on in the year.
I had an email through today with all my details, with my cabin number and everything. And 12 years working at sea, but this excitement I got, I went woo!
It's the first cruise that Keith's going to be on board, and he's not going to have to do any work whatsoever.
Any work, relax, feet up.
We'll find something for him to do. But I'd love you to experience Celebrity, and here we are on board with our Keith when he's working.
With exceptional levels of service and a crew-to-guest ratio of 1:2, and well-designed and easy-to-navigate ships, and a decor that's both sophisticated and contemporary, this is a cruise line who offer a very real sense of modern luxury. Celebrity Cruises have always pushed the boat out when it comes to dining, not just in the sheer choice, but also the quality of the food that they offer. Experience saver menus pairing classic and contemporary selections from casual alfresco dining through to the stunning main dining room. And of course, there's an appetizing range of quirky, excellent specialty restaurants. Matching a bar to your mood is what Celebrity does best. And there's a great range of beverage and wine packages offering great value. You can top up the tan while enjoying a margarita by the pool, or use your Sea Pass card and help yourself to another great glass of vino in Cellar Masters. You can soak up the sounds of the big band in the Passport Bar, or try one of the 64 craft beers available on board. My favourite, though, has to be here at the Molecular Bar, where tasting the work of the liquid chef will engage all your senses. Life on board Celebrity Cruises is an opportunity for you to enjoy your holiday just as you want it. From relaxing by the pool with a good book to a whole host of exhilarating and unique experiences, the choice really is yours. Cooking competitions, mixology classes, dance and language classes, informative lectures, and behind-the-scenes access to the inner workings of a modern-day cruise ship. When the sun sets, celebrity ships come alive with a dazzling selection of bars, lounges, nightclubs and casinos. You can relax with a cocktail, meet new friends, take to the dance floor or hit the casino tables. But keep an eye out for the interactive theme parties. You may even find dancers in exquisite costumes suddenly appear to entertain you. There's West End style theatre shows, dance, comedy, magic, music and an extraordinary front row seat waiting just for you. On a Celebrity Cruise, luxury comes as standard. There are 6 different varieties to choose from and over 85% have a private balcony. The design is smart, fresh and contemporary and all offer a great range of sumptuous amenities such as fluffy bathrobes, deluxe toiletries, Egyptian cotton bed linen and 24-hour complimentary room service. From comfortable inside staterooms to these gorgeous suites which feature floor-to-ceiling windows, panoramic balconies and your very own private butler. Trust me, once you've unpacked, you won't ever want to leave.
I'm saying Keith's booked his next cruise with Celebrity. So, Keith, you always had a great time when filming, loved the ships.
I did, I loved the Eclipse, it was an amazing experience. Yeah. The food's so good. You know what I'm like with my tummy.
Oh yes.
Looking after my tummy.
Now, lovely classical Mediterranean cruise with this. We've flown you to Barcelona, for Manchester actually this time, and it's a 12-night cruise, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a big thing as well, flying from Manchester again for all our northern viewers.
I'm a northerner.
A rare opportunity. Okay, Marseille is your first port of call, France's second largest city. Because of course you're flying, you're literally cruising out of Barcelona, so not much chance to properly explore it, but we can do a pre or post cruise stay in Barcelona if you want to. So Marseille, your first port of call, magical harbour. It's the oldest of the great French cities. That's the Notre Dame, with kind of the Notre Dame castle up there, which you can take the Petit train up to the top for amazing views over the whole of the harbour, and try the bolognese, which is the local fish stew. It's incredible. Now, Nice is next, Queen of the Riviera, of course, this wonderful place that, in a sense, epitomises this fabled coastline. You've got an wonderful chance to stroll on the 3-mile-long, what they call the English Promenade, which is really exhilarating, right along the seafront there, and then explore the back lanes that meander by these tall houses and small alluring shops. Then we're going through to Italy from France. Now, Livorno is the port. It's a beautiful canal-based city, but many people just head straight through into Pisa or to Florence. Florence, of course, is an amazing Renaissance museum, like an open-air museum. You saw a picture of the Duomo there. If you climb up into the Duomo, you can see it again featured there. It's one of Italy's big 3. Amazing views over the whole of the city. The Ponte Vecchio Bridge is the other famous thing here. But wherever you go in Florence, you can't go wrong. Then we're going through to Rome. Civitavecchia is the port of call. And once you've gone to Civitavecchia, you're then going to have a chance to do a wonderful trip into the Eternal City, to go and say hello to the Pope, to see the Vatican City, the Sistine Chapel, to kind of stroll the amazing Roman Forum in the footsteps of Julius Caesar, to see the many fountains, maybe to do a Da Vinci Code tour and end up in Piazza Navona and have an ice cream.
It's such a spectacular place. I mean, I only visited Rome for the first time a few years ago on a cruise. I thought, why have I waited so long? You know,
you can visit it. You can, you know, I stayed there for a week, and I still only felt like I'd scratched the surface. Yeah. Okay, then we're going through to Valletta. I've already talked about Valletta, so we'll move on. But we'll go to Mykonos. Sean, I know you're a huge fan of this island. Very laid back, very fun feel, great beaches.
Do you know, I love visiting it on a cruise. I probably wouldn't stay there because it's actually quite expensive, you know. Expensive, but on a cruise ship, it's brilliant. Oh,
it's great, isn't it? And you get a chance to basically dock in Shorter, which was built to confuse pirates. Go and see Patronus the Pelican, the local mascot, which he's got a full-time carer. No wonder the Greek economy's in trouble. And then you've got these wonderful 16th century dormant windmills that spot the island. It's wonderful. Okay, then we go through to Athens. We've already talked about Athens and Piraeus. And then we go through to Ephesus, as in Kusadasi, the land of genuine fate, where you can go and buy your bargains, go through to the classical city. But again, we already talked about it. So then you head all the way back up through the Sea of Marmara, through the Dardanelles, or through the Dardanelles into the Sea of Marmara, then out and into Istanbul.
I mean, what a spectacular finish to this cruise,
It's probably the best finish you could ever have. And if I was to choose one place to arrive in, it would be Istanbul. And I mean arrive in, even sail out. Because as you sail in, you've got literally so much there. The whole of Istanbul lit up. You've got 2 continents spread out in front of you. Asia to the right, Europe to the left. You've got the Blue Mosque, you've got the Hagia Sophia, the Church of Holy Wisdom, one of the oldest Christian cathedrals in the world. You can go and haggle in the market, over 40,000 stalls. Go down to the Roman aqueducts, where they filmed a lot of the Bond films, and see the inverted Medusa's head. And, of course, get a wonderful Turkish kebab.
Honestly, I was so impressed with Istanbul. You are there overnight on board as well, so you really get to experience it at its finest. This is only at this special price for a limited period. It is when you look there, wow.
It's an incredible itinerary, Sean. It really, really is.
Don't you think that's a great time of the year to go as well?
Great time of the year,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. Because again, you've still got the heat, and it's going to get hotter for you. So as you
Yeah,
sail
as you
from the
make your way
western
across.
into the eastern, then up into Istanbul, brilliant.
Well, very important. This is a special price for a limited time only, and we do know we've got a huge celebrity following that tune in every single week. This is for a limited time only. Return flights now for a change. They're based on Manchester. Again, we can do flights from other airports, but that price is based on Manchester flights, and you've got your overnight on board in Istanbul as well. Now, the ID number for that one is 78683. Brilliant price there at just £1,049. It's a 12-night cruise, of course, as well. But I'm extremely excited tonight because for the first time in over a year, we have got a 6-star ultra luxury cruise with Regent 7 Seas. This is a cruise that I would love to do, and I want you to really, really listen. For the next 10 minutes, we've got Sarah joining us from Regent 7 Seas in a few moments' time, because what is included here is unlike any of the cruise that we've probably ever shown you here on the show. Sarah! Oh, sorry, it was loud. Was it? Like I was telling you off. Sarah!
You are excited.
I am excited. Sorry, Sarah, yeah, made you jump there. Sarah and I have actually met before at some of the cruise conferences, and when you talked about your brand, I was absolutely blown away. Incredible. A lot of our viewers won't know Regent 7 Seas that well, because you've only appeared on the show just a couple of times, and I know the reason why you're here tonight is you've got an amazing deal, haven't you?
We certainly do.
But tell us a little bit about Regent 7 Seas.
Well, Regent, we're a 6-star cruise line, all-inclusive. So we go that little bit further with our inclusivity in the fact that we include our shore excursion programme as well. So there's free shore excursions in every port for all of our guests.
Wow, and we can pick and choose?
You can pick and choose. If you've got the energy, you've got the time and the programme fits, you can do one in the morning, one in the afternoon and one in the evening there as well. So amazing, amazing value. But as a cruise line, we are medium-sized ships, so maximum 48,000 tonnes, but we're only carrying 700 people on there. So the thing that you notice when you go on board, and I remember my first Regent cruise walking around saying, where is everybody then? Because you'll walk into a bar, you'll walk into one of the restaurants, you won't wait to be seated, you won't wait to be served there as well. And it was just the amount of space. You know, we're carrying sort of, you know, like that. Other cruise lines would probably carry up to 1,500 people on the size ships that Regent have.
And you're talking just 700, so twice as much.
Maximum
and
700,
even the stateroom, and it's a veranda stateroom, isn't it?
Yep.
What's the size?
Our standard lead-in 356 square foot with a balcony.
Wow. Well, anyway, let's give you a little taste. I know Sarah's going to talk us. So this is just a flavour of Regent, isn't it? So here we go. Let's have a little look at here and talk us through.
Okay.
So drinks, you don't even have to use your card for drinks, do you?
You don't, no. We include premium brands, wine, spirits, tea, coffee, champagne. That's all part and parcel of the price. So as you pointed out earlier, yeah, there we go, one of my favourites, Tipples. There's no signing for the drinks as well. So, yeah, so, you know, amazing value. But even for people that maybe don't drink an awful lot, and a lot of people say don't drink alcohol, it's the non-alcoholic cocktails, the teas, the coffees, the bottles of water as you're waiting to get off of the ship.
And we're just looking at the food here. I mean, wow.
Have you got 4, am I right thinking you've got sort of 4 gourmet restaurants on board, or is it even more?
We're open dining. There's 2 open dining restaurants, Compass Rose and Sette Mare in the evening. Sette Mare is our buffet restaurant for breakfast and lunch there as well. But we also have 2 specialty restaurants, Prime 7 and Signatures. We don't charge a supplement, but guests would need to make reservations for that.
Well, that's another bonus,
that's easy
isn't it?
That's easy to do.
Definitely.
But no supplement for that as well. And in the restaurants, every evening there'd be a recommended wine, so we pair the wine to go with the dishes that are on the menu there as well.
And that's again included?
That's all included.
Okay, and you also get all your tours?
Yeah, everything.
All your tours?
We certainly do.
Brilliant, it's really good.
One of our lovely presenters, Lone, and her husband, they cruise cruise with Regent a couple of years ago with their mums. Absolutely had an amazing time. Anyway, what a cruise of a lifetime, Keith. This starts off in Cape Town, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I've got to concentrate now rather than sit there and be wistful. Okay, so it does start basically over to Cape Town, and the great thing what's included now in Cape Town is you've got an incredible chance to explore African winelands and the wildlife. You've got a tour that's been included in what's being given here. So you're going to get a chance to visit the romantic town of Paarl and visit the museum. You have a picnic lunch, and then you have live music, a local wine estate. Then you go on to Stellenbosch, which is the second oldest town in South Africa. And then, literally, you get a chance on the next day to head through into the Highlands, and you go out in a 4x4 and go on safari.
And we should say this has all been arranged before the cruise.
This is all before the cruise. So yes, you are in Cape Town.
This is additional to the cruise, the 14-night cruise. So this is available to everybody at no extra cost.
Which is, I mean, it's amazing because I've always wanted to safari, for instance, right? And this is a chance now for you to go and see rhino, giraffe, buffalo, lions. You've got zebra, you've got wildebeest, you've got springboks, hippos, crocodiles. They all lurk in the wetlands. You know, great chance. That's the water horse. I love it. Oh. And you know, this is what you're going to get a chance to see. So you get a chance to go out for a day in a 4x4 and enjoy that. And they take you back, and you have a traditional South African lunch in what they call the Boomer restaurant before returning to Cape Town. So basically, visit the wine estates, try some of the amazing South African wines, go on safari, and that's all included. That's before you've even gone on the ship.
Absolutely, yes.
And how many nights are we there in total?
3 nights for the land package, and then it's a 14-night cruise after that as well. So.
I mean, what a start. This is before you've even got on this 6-star luxury ship, of course. That's a 40-night cruise. Your first day's at sea, isn't it?
Yep, that's right. And then literally, well, you've got a chance again to explore Cape Town before you then have a relaxing day at sea. Okay, so Luderitz, which is Namibia, sandwiched between this barren Namib desert and the windswept South African coast. It's incredible. You've got this kind of surreal German architecture. It's a kind of a rare place. You can't get many images, which is why I'm just going to show you this one image.
But we should say, we should say
it's not very it's not visited very often.
But Regent Seven Seas, they'll give you a choice of excursions.
Absolutely.
All included, Sarah.
All included, yeah. Hiking. There's visits to oyster farms, and obviously oyster tasting there as well. Dolphin and whale excursions as well.
This is it, because in the harbour there you've got flocks of flamingo, you've got penguins and seal colonies, all on your front doorstep for you to explore. So again, that's one of the 12 tours that are included in this cruise package.
Be more exciting than that, won't it?
It will be. Then you're going through a place called Walvis Bay, and you've got an overnight here, and this again is perched on the edge of the Great Namib Desert, a place of extraordinary beauty. You're looking at the salt plains there, and also more pink flamingos. In fact, there's 3,500 hectares of salt plains that produces 400,000 tonnes a year. Loads of great restaurants, and then you can head out again on a 4x4 safari. You can go into the Namib Desert, one of the oldest deserts in the world. You can go and see these cheeky chaps that like to clap as you approach. Or take a cruise on the Walvis Bay Lagoon, where again dolphins and seals swim up to the boat as you're going round. It's a really incredible experience.
And again, all your excursions, you can choose from those. Now, the days at sea, they must be amazing, Sarah.
Yeah, there's plenty to do on days at sea. I mean, for those of us like myself that are sun worshippers, plenty of space around the pool, around the ship for you to lie out and maybe enjoy a cocktail or two, as the case may be. But also there's a full daily programme. We have enrichment programmes, port lecturers, these things like cookery demonstrations, so you can go and learn to cook some of the dishes to take home and impress you know, your friends at home. So there's entertainment, the programme all the way throughout the day and into the evening there as well. There's shows, there's a casino, there's karaoke, so lots to keep everybody entertained.
No chance of getting bored is what you're basically saying. And then the next port call is St Helena. This is so rare. They're trying to put this forward as an UNESCO World Heritage Site. So
by the way, just so there were some of the ships and things you were doing at sea.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. But we're now back to the next port of call, which is St Helena. It's one of the only times I've seen this on an itinerary. Of course, this is where Napoleon Bonaparte spent his final years in exile before his death. It's an incredible place. Again, the East India Company were here, so you've got a lot of old architecture dating back to almost the Victorian and Georgian times, and you've got those imposing cliffs and gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Jacob's Ladder, which you're seeing a picture of the top of Jacob's Ladder there, where you climb up 699 steps. And also go through to Longwood if you want to find out and trace the history of Napoleon. Then again, 4 days at sea, cruising.
And I know I'd love those. I really would.
And you really would, Sean, I think. And then Rio. You're ending in Rio. Oh, my word. Rio de Janeiro. You're getting off. You're going to a hotel for a 3-night stay. This is the island. This is the party. This is the party city. This is the, you know, where the people are beautiful. They're tan. You've got the wonderful, the Christ the Redeemer statue overlooking, you know, the whole of this wonderful city. It's a great chance to sit out. It's a great chance to go through to places that Barry Manilow's made famous, you know, with all the great beaches there, Copacabana. And a great chance, in a sense, also to meet super friendly locals. And again, the thing you're seeing there, you think it's a video, people just dancing. That does actually happen when you're out in Brazil. You will suddenly see people just dancing. You go down the tremendous beach life. You can see Sugarloaf Mountain. Head up there, take the funicular up, the cable cars up. You could even go skydiving off the top and suck it all up. But I love the fact that you can enjoy a dinner at what they call a churrasquilla. My pronunciation's terrible.
Well,
you just get all these grilled meats being brought out to you until you say, no more, stop.
Well, you are, don't forget, over and out on board in Rio there, so you've loads to do. Right, I want to see this stunning 6-star ultra-luxury ship one final time. So much space. So, you know, 6-star, I can only imagine, but...
I'll tell you. I'll tell you in a few weeks.
I'm just looking at the standards. Now we were talking earlier. So there's not too much formality though. There aren't any formal nights on this one, are there?
No, we only have our formal evenings on our cruises of 16 nights and longer. So it's smart but casual. So if you think that if you were going out for a nice meal in a restaurant, so no jeans, no t-shirts, you know, gents shirt and trousers, you know, ladies will put a nice dress on.
So what we're wearing today? Or
I'd let you on board wearing that.
Oh, would you? Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
This is a good start.
Now, do you know, I wish we had longer. We want you to give us a call and find out more about this one. We've got our dedicated cruise consultants that will talk you through. When you actually break down the value, this is incredible. We are looking at free flights tonight, and you can choose from 12 free shore excursions. A shore excursion, a good shore excursion, can set you back £100 plus. There are 12 free ones for you to choose. Return flights from selected UK airports. These are long-haul flights. They are included. No supplement on many of those airports as well. 40 nights, all-inclusive, and this is truly all-inclusive. So all of your gratuities, all of your drinks, house champagne, everything.
Everything included, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you have got the fantastic pre-stay before the cruise, of course, in Cape Town, and again, all of those great excursions.
Can I just say, on Twitter here, we've got, wow, Regent sounds amazing from Sarah Avis and N.A. Burton. Hurrah for Regent. Went on my first ever cruise on Regent earlier in the year, worth every penny.
Love it.
That's on Twitter right now.
I love the word free, and I'm seeing a sea of free on the screen. So, free unlimited shore excursions, free luxury hotel package, free unlimited beverages, including fine wines and premium spirits, free open bars and lounges, plus I didn't know you got the minibar as well.
Minibar's there as well, yes, like stocked there as well, yeah.
I love a minibar. Specialty restaurants free, gratuities, Wi-Fi, transfers, selected regionals and 24-hour room service. Wow, the ID number there, 101523. I know it's a big decision to make tonight. Just give us a call, we'll talk you through. You don't have to confirm tonight, but we want to talk to you. I want to book that one, don't you? Trip of a lifetime. Anyway, let's recap everything we've seen. We started off with Princess. I'm cruising on this exact ship in a few weeks' time. It's the Caribbean Princess, and you're going to be cruising around the beautiful fjords. So let's talk you through. It's $699, and that is for an ocean view stateroom. This is a new reduced price. This is why we're featuring it live this Tuesday evening, but that one is going to go very, very quickly indeed. Free upgrade and a saving of £300 tonight. That's amazing for Princess, actually. The ID number there, 78458. And let's have, do you want a quick look at the itinerary there? So, Geiranger, Alden, Bergen and Stavanger as well. We then moved on to Norwegian Cruise Lines, a 7-night Greece, Turkey, Croatia cruise from Venice, and again, $599. If you go for the Ocean View when departing on the 10th of October, you will get a free all-inclusive drinks package as well. Flights based on London Gatwick, and if you want to stay a little bit longer in Venice, we can give you 2 nights there from only £99 per person. ID number there, 79890. And beautiful ports of call there as well. Very excited with the Holland America deal tonight as well. It's a repositioning cruise, Southampton to Dubai, and this just gets hotter and hotter and hotter. And bear in mind, you are going to be cruising in January. That's got to be a good thing. Now, these are new reduced rates exclusively for Planet Cruise. Return flights there based on Heathrow, and again, we can change those should you wish for just a supplement there. And 2 nights in a 4-star hotel in Dubai with 3 tours to choose from that I've included. ID number there 102590. And got to say, so much to see and do there. Look at it from Southampton all the way over to Dubai. We then were cruising with Royal Caribbean on board the Explorer of the Seas there. Only deposit needed, your full payment not needed until the 1st of July on this one. And we're cruising from Dubai all the way over to Singapore. The ID number 91106 there. But really, again, really exciting to take you from Dubai there right the way through to Singapore. Then Celebrity 5-star modern luxury Celebrity on board the Equinox, and an exclusive price now. We don't think this one's going to be around for long. It's a special offer for limited time and just over £1,000 for the 7th of September. And the ID number 78683 on that one, taking you from Barcelona over to Istanbul at the end. You've got the overnight there. And then we are delighted tonight to be joined by Sarah and Regent 7 Seas 6-star ultra luxury. Honestly, when you break this down, the value is incredible. And you know, sometimes we just want that trip of a lifetime where we have so much space on a cruise ship and the standards are exceptional, and everything there is included. You know, no extra money needed for drinks or tips or even excursions, and a massive choice of those as well. And don't forget, if you want to book that, or if you've just got any queries, the item there's 101523. Now, we also have, don't forget, the cruise show on Friday. That's at 11 AM this week. And we also love you to be interactive. So if you want to be part of the show, there are various ways to do that as well. I want to say massive thank you to Sarah. I think we're going to be busy for you tonight. Good, massive response on Twitter.
Yeah, some really good tweets that I just read out before. And also a big hello. We've got Stuart Blackburn, Greg Smith, Terry Chetham, Andy Reid, Ian H, Scott Ward and Kay. That's what you say. Big hello to you. And just some lovely comments, mate, as well. Basically, Sonny Davison here saying, we'll see you at the cruise show in Southampton on Sunday.
Oh, we will see you there, yes. We'll let you know how our B&B was the night before.
And come and talk to tell you about Virgin Cruises. We've had a big press conference today as well. Lots of exciting there.
Sarah, I'm so glad you joined us tonight. I really want this to be it.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you soon.
You
Come back.